For any parent, it is devastating to be told that your child has cancer. Eliana Carmona is 3 years old, and in the first year of her life, she was fighting a rare cancer. Meet the Carmona family, their little fighter Eliana, and why they ask the community of Northeast Indiana for your support.
Our journey started when Eliana was 2 months, just shy of 3 months old. She was playing with her brother one evening, and I noticed an abnormal glow in one of her eyes. And I had a coworker whose grandson had had a very similar glow 2 years prior, and he had been diagnosed with a rare cancer called retinoblastoma. So as soon as I saw this abnormal glow in Eliana's eye, I knew I urgently needed to get her an eye exam. And she unfortunately was diagnosed with that same form of cancer. We transferred care out to Philadelphia at that point in time, and that is one of the best teams in the world for treating that cancer, is out in Philadelphia. And that was probably when they were able to do their first exam with her. That was probably the hardest day of her whole journey, when they told us this damage is permanent. So her care is still pretty extensive. So this spring my husband lost his job that he'd had for nearly, I think, almost 13 years actually. So he'd had it for a long time and felt pretty secure in it. And with that, we lost the insurance that kept our Philadelphia team in network. The emotions I felt were similar to what I felt when we first got the diagnosis. We've worked with this team for 2 years. They know Eliana's case. They know how complicated her case has been. And this doctor herself is telling me I don't feel like she's ready to transfer care. It's devastating. Eliana has not let anything that she's been through in her journey hold her back. She's a little ball of joy. She just spreads joy to everybody. And honestly, I also feel like she's really, really brave. She is my little singer. She just loves singing. She loves music. She catches on to rhythms really quickly. She catches on to songs. Something that really helped us get through our journey, honestly, was worship music. Me and her would just jam out during our chemotherapy sessions. My sister-in-law, Lizette, and her friend Blanca, who's owner of Ambrosia, had the idea to organize a fundraiser to help our family during this time so that we can continue some of Eliana's care out there in Philadelphia. The event is going to be like a birthday bash / fundraiser because Eliana is turning 3 on Friday. So celebrating her birthday, celebrating 2 years without cancer activity, and trying to raise some funds so that she can continue her care in the best place possible for her. We'll be selling lots of yummy food, lots of delicious Mexican food, just imaging, just looking at her eye, and it was close to 12 grand each time they looked at her eye. And on one person's income, we cannot afford 12 grand of medical bills. And they also require a certain percentage up front to even schedule her for her exam. And having one of the doctors who's one of the best doctors in the world for treating this disease, her name is Dr. Carol Shields, tell you your daughter is not stable enough to go to another care team, you want to listen to her and you want to respect that. So there's just this sense of confidence, and this doctor is one of the best in the world. She has seen Eliana's eye for the last 2 years, and she is telling us that we need to stay with her. She understands how important that vision is going to be to Eliana's quality of life if we can save it. Smack, smack, smack.
The fundraiser for Eliana begins at noon today at Ambrosia Orchard and will go until the food runs out, and it is open to the public. The more support they can garner Sunday for her birthday bash, the more they can afford her treatment that she needs until she is at least 5 years old. You can find out more about Eliana's Hope later this morning and how you can donate to them on WANE.com. Lance Huffman, WANE 15 News.